Looking for a ski resort in Japan that combines Olympic history with easy accessibility from a major city. Sapporo Teine sits just 40 minutes from downtown Sapporo and served as a venue for the 1972 Winter Olympics. With 15 courses spread across two distinct zones and that famous Hokkaido powder, it promises something for everyone from first-timers to powder hounds. Plus, it doesn't get the international fame of other resorts, so sometimes it's just you on that deep powder run. I'm based in Australia and try to get north every season, and on a recent trip to Japan, I found myself in Hokkaido exploring the best resorts in the region. This trip, I wanted to explore what a city-adjacent resort could offer, especially one with Olympic pedigree. As someone who has spent many weekends at Hotham and Falls Creek, I was curious to see how a compact local Japanese resort would compare to our home mountains and the other major resorts in the region. In this review, I'll give you my honest assessment of Sapporo Teine based on my actual visit. We'll cover the terrain breakdown, snow quality, lift systems, pricing in Australian dollars, and whether the convenience factor makes up for any limitations. I'll also share what I learned about staying in Sapporo versus closer to the mountain, and how this resort fits into a broader Hokkaido ski trip. Before we dive in, hit that like button if you're planning a Japan ski trip, drop a comment if you've been to Sapporo Teine, and subscribe for more honest resort reviews from someone who's experienced mountains across Australia, North America, Japan, and Europe. My day at Sapporo Teine started with a 7 a.m. departure from my hotel in Sapporo, and then a quick drive up to the resort. Let's see if this Olympic venue lives up to its reputation. Sapporo Teine operates across a vertical drop of 683 metres, with the base sitting at 340 metres and the summit reaching 1,023 metres above sea level. The resort spans two distinct zones, the Olympia Zone and Highland Zone, connected by a gondola system that makes navigating between them straightforward. What immediately struck me was how the resort maximises its relatively compact footprint of 15 named courses, using the natural topography to create varied terrain experiences within each zone. The Olympic connection isn't just marketing fluff. You're literally skiing down the same slopes where the 1972 Winter Olympics giant slalom and slalom events took place. Standing at the top of the Olympic course, there's something compelling about following the same fall line that Olympic athletes carved through over 50 years ago. The resort has maintained much of its original character while modernising the infrastructure, creating an interesting blend of historical significance and contemporary skiing convenience. What sets Sapporo Teine apart from other Hokkaido resorts is its proximity to Japan's fifth largest city. Unlike Niseko, which requires a 2-hour drive from Sapporo, or Rizutsu with its isolated location, Sapporo Teine offers ski in the morning, dine in the city convenience. This accessibility factor became crucial during my visit, as other travel partners needed to experience snowboarding, but couldn't commit to a full day at a larger resort. The resort's two-zone structure works better in practice than it might sound on paper. The Olympia Zone, located at the base elevation, handles the majority of beginner and early intermediate traffic. During my visit, this separation proved invaluable. Families and ski schools concentrated in Olympia, while more confident skiers migrated to Highland, creating natural crowd distribution without artificial barriers. Highland Zone is where Sapporo Teine shows its true character. The terrain here feels more alpine than the groomed boulevards below, with steeper pitches and deep tree lines that demand more technical riding. The zone's elevation means it typically holds better snow conditions throughout the season, something I noticed immediately when transitioning via the connecting gondola. Where Olympia had some compacted snow, Highland maintained that classic Hokkaido powder quality. The gondola connection between zones deserves particular mention. Unlike resorts where different areas feel disconnected, the 8-minute gondola ride provides impressive views of Sapporo City and Ishikari Bay, while seamlessly linking the mountain's two personalities. I found myself using it not just for transportation, but as a scenic break between intense Highland runs and casual Olympia laps. Beginners get approximately 40% of Sapporo Teine's terrain, concentrated primarily in the Olympia Zone. The Sunshine and Sun Trap runs are ideal starting points with gentle pitches and the double-double chair setup. Yes, in Japan, they have 2 double chairs that run together. Taking the Shirakawa number 3 lift takes you to the Olympic Cauldron Run, which is nearly 700 metres of peaceful riding as it winds through the trees. During my morning laps, I watched ski school groups making steady progress down this run, with instructors able to provide guidance without worrying about terrain surprises. The Rainbow course offers a slightly different beginner experience, winding through more varied topography while maintaining that gentle pitch essential for learning. What impressed me was how the resort has designed these runs to showcase views of Sapporo City below. Beginners aren't stuck on boring practice slopes, but get a full mountain experience. The course design encourages progression, with wider sections for building confidence and narrower areas for developing turn control. One practical advantage for beginners is the separation from faster traffic. Unlike Australian resorts, where beginners often share runs with intermediates bombing down to the base, Sapporo Teine's zone system keeps learning areas relatively protected. The dedicated beginner lifts also mean shorter queues and less intimidation when loading and unloading, crucial considerations for first-time skiers or those who are still finding their feet. Intermediate skiers have access to roughly 45% of the mountain's terrain, split between both zones. The City View course in Highland Zone became my go-to intermediate run. It offers that solid combination of manageable challenge and impressive scenery that keeps intermediate skiers engaged. The 1,500 metre descent provides consistent pitch variation, allowing you to practice different turn shapes while taking in views across Sapporo and towards the Japan Sea. The City View cruise lives up to its name, incorporating more of Hokkaido's natural terrain features while remaining within comfortable intermediate parameters, and offers the best views of downtown Sapporo on a clear day. Unlike the groomed consistency of many Japanese resort runs, this course includes small bumps, gentle rolls, and natural glade areas that introduce intermediate riders to more varied snow conditions. I found it ideal for practicing the powder techniques you need for Hokkaido's famous off-piste areas. What struck me about Sapporo Teine's intermediate terrain is how it prepares skiers for more challenging Japanese conditions. The runs incorporate enough natural elements, tree lines, terrain variations, different snow textures, that intermediates aren't shocked when they eventually tackle advanced terrain. Coming from Australian resorts, where intermediate runs are often just wider versions of beginner runs, I appreciated how Teine's intermediate courses actually teach skills, rather than just provide mileage. Black terrain comprises about 15% of the resort, concentrated in Highland Zone's steeper sections and off-piste areas. The Kitakabe, or north face, delivers legitimate advanced riding with steep pitches and deep powder pockets that challenge even confident skiers. During my visit, when it snowed continuously, I was finding untouched powder in the tree-protected areas, a testament to both the terrain's difficulty and the resort's relatively light crowds. The trees, directly under the Summit Express chair, offer strong tree riding options, and because of the low visitor numbers, the fresh snow seems to last forever in here. If you're looking for a fast and steep groomed run, the women's giant slalom course can be found to the left of the Summit Express chair. It's pretty cool to ride on the same terrain as skiing legends who earned their turns over 50 years ago. The Olympic Cauldron Ocean Dive is a steep run found at the base area of the resort. You start right under the Olympic Cauldron and get in a few steep turns before connecting back onto the triple lift. For those seeking backcountry style experiences, the Teine Summit area offers hiking access to uncontrolled terrain with impressive views and powder potential. However, this requires proper avalanche safety equipment and knowledge. The resort provides clear warnings, but doesn't patrol these areas. I chose to stick to the inbounds advanced terrain during my visit, with my favourite run being the advanced tree runs below the old aerial tramway. Hokkaido's snow reputation is well deserved, and Sapporo Teine benefits from the same weather patterns that make places like Niseko and Furano famous. During my visit in early March, the storm systems were still in full swing, and the powder quality was outstanding. Light, dry, and deep enough to provide that floating sensation Japanese riding is known for. The resort averages around 10 to 12 metres of snowfall annually, impressive by any global standard. but for a city-based ski resort, it's remarkable. What's particularly interesting about Taine's snow conditions is how the elevation difference affects quality across the mountain. Highland Zone consistently maintains better powder conditions due to its higher elevation and north-facing aspects, while Olympia Zone is at lower elevation, where the focus is more on beginner riding rather than deep powder hunting. The season typically runs from early December through late April, with peak powder conditions occurring between January and early March. Unlike some higher elevation Japanese resorts that can be impacted by extreme weather, Taine's moderate elevation and city proximity mean it operates consistently throughout the season. The resort's snowmaking capabilities supplement natural snowfall, ensuring reliable coverage on main runs even during leaner snow years. Right, quick break from the video. I need to tell you about something we've just launched that honestly should have existed years ago. How many times have you arrived at a resort and realized you've forgotten your goggles, or your phone charger, or that one crucial layer that would have made the difference between a good day and a great day on the mountain? Yeah, me too. Every bloody trip. So we've built something at Snow Stash to fix this, and a bunch of other planning headaches that come with ski trips. You can now sign up for a free Snow Stash account, and here's what that gets you. First, a proper packing checklist that you can customize and save. No more standing in a rental shop at 8 a.m, wondering if your boots are back in the accommodation or actually in the car. Second, trip planning tools. Create your itineraries. Save your accommodation details. Easily access resort webcams and our resort snow reports, all in one place instead of scattered across your phone's notes app and random bits of paper. Third, our weekly newsletter, which keeps you up to date on the latest snow news all year round. Plus, you can favorite the resorts you've loved or build a wish list of places you want to visit. Because, let's face it, half the fun of skiing is planning the next trip while you're still on the current one. Look, it's free, it takes about 30 seconds to sign up, and we're constantly adding features based on what actual skiers and riders tell us they need. The link's in the description, or just head to snowstash.com and click the sign up button. We're hoping this becomes your go-to partner for the entire ski season. Right, back to the video. Thanks for watching. Ciao. Sapporo Teine operates 10 lifts total, including the key gondola connection between zones. The lift infrastructure feels appropriately scaled to the resort size. Not cutting-edge modern, but efficient and reliable. During my weekday visit, lift queues were minimal, with the longest wait being about a minute at the base gondola during the morning rush. Weekend conditions would likely be different, but the lift capacity seems adequate for the resort's typical crowds. Most lifts are fixed grip doubles and triples, which might feel slow compared to high-speed quads at major destination resorts. However, the shorter lift lines mean overall transit times remain reasonable, and the slower pace actually suits the resort's more relaxed atmosphere. The lift network efficiently serves all terrain levels, with good separation between beginner and advanced areas to manage traffic flow effectively. A full-day adult lift ticket costs 5,200 yen, approximately 52 Australian dollars at current exchange rates, making Sapporo Teine one of the more affordable ski experiences in Japan. Half-day tickets are available for 4,000 yen, 40 Australian dollars, and night skiing runs 2,500 yen, 25 Australian dollars. Great value for those staying in Sapporo and wanting to maximise their time. Children's tickets are 3,500 yen, 35 Australian dollars for full-day access. Multi-day packages offer additional savings, with 3-day tickets costing 14,000 yen, 140 Australian dollars, and 5-day passes at 21,000 yen, 210 Australian dollars. These prices represent outstanding value compared to major destination resorts in Japan or international markets. For context, a single day at Perisher during peak season costs more than 4 to 5 full days at Sapporo Teine. And if we want to compare it to some of those lift ticket prices in the USA, which can now go for over $300 US, it's 10 times cheaper. The resort doesn't participate in major international pass programs like Epic or Icon, but local Hokkaido ski passes can provide value if you're planning to visit multiple regional resorts. At $52 per day though, who needs to worry about a pass program? Equipment rental packages start around 3,000 yen, $30 AUD, for basic skis and boots, with premium equipment available for 5,000 yen, $50 AUD. The combination of affordable lift tickets and reasonable rental prices makes Sapporo Teine accessible for budget-conscious skiers. The resort's amenities reflect its practical, no-nonsense approach rather than luxury destination marketing. Olympic House at the base provides the main dining facility, serving Japanese comfort food including solid ramen, 800 yen, 8 Australian dollars, curry rice, 900 yen, 9 Australian dollars, AUD, and surprisingly tasty katsu sandwiches, 600 yen, 6 Australian dollars. The portions are generous and prices reasonable by ski resort standards, though don't expect gourmet experiences. I had local Teine ramen during my visit in the main base lodge and a local Sapporo Teine beer. Who knew ski resorts have their own breweries? To get your ramen, you head to a ticket machine, make your selection, and then take your ticket over to the counter, where the staff make your delicious bowl of ramen directly in front of you. Rental facilities are comprehensive and well maintained, with English-speaking staff available during peak periods. Locker facilities are plentiful and reasonably priced at 300 yen, 3 Australian dollars for standard size. The resort also provides free Wi-Fi throughout base areas, useful for coordinating with friends or checking weather conditions for other Hokkaido resorts. Most visitors stay in Sapporo City rather than near the resort, taking advantage of the city's extensive hotel options and vibrant after-ski entertainment. Sapporo offers everything from budget capsule hotels at 3,000 yen, 30 Australian dollars per night, to luxury properties exceeding 60,000 yen, 600 Australian dollars. The city's hotel district near Sapporo Station provides easy train access to the resort while offering diverse dining and nightlife options. For those preferring resort proximity, several small lodges and pensions operate in the Teine area. These typically cost 8,000 to 12,000 yen, 80 to 120 Australian dollars per night, and provide basic but comfortable accommodation. However, dining options near the resort are limited, and you'll miss Sapporo's restaurant scene, a significant trade-off given the relatively short commute time. During my stay, I chose the Quintessa Hotel Sapporo at 8,000 yen, 80 Australian dollars per night near Susukino district. The 40-minute drive was straightforward, and having access to Sapporo's restaurants and bars significantly enhanced the overall trip experience. The city's convenience stores also make it easy to pack mountain lunches, saving money while ensuring dietary preferences are met. Sapporo Teine's location provides convenience rare among Japanese ski resorts. The drive is easy enough if you have a car. If you don't, the 40-minute journey from central Sapporo involves a 25-minute JR train ride to Teine Station, followed by a 15-minute shuttle bus to the resort base. The shuttle runs every 20 minutes during ski season, connecting seamlessly with train arrivals. New Chitose Airport sits 70 kilometers from the resort, with the journey taking approximately 90 minutes via public transport. The RAT involves rapid transit to central Sapporo, then connection to the Teine line. Straightforward, but requiring some navigation for first-time visitors. Alternatively, airport shuttle buses serve major Sapporo hotels, simplifying transfers for those staying in the city. The resort's proximity to Sapporo creates interesting strategic possibilities for Hokkaido ski trips. You can use Sapporo as a base for day trips to multiple resorts, Teine for convenient access, Kiroro for serious powder, 90 minutes, or even Niseko for weekend trips, 2.5 hours. This flexibility is something I took advantage of so I could visit multiple resorts, but also because people I was traveling with didn't want to ski and snowboard every single day. Another option is to visit Sapporo Teine, on your way to or from resorts like Kiroro, Niseko, or Rusutsu. If you have a spare day between your late night flight home, you can get that last minute powder fix and still make it to the airport for your departure. Sapporo Teine delivers more than I expected. Convenient, affordable riding with Olympic history and quality Hokkaido powder. The resort's compact size actually works in its favor, creating an intimate riding experience without the crowds and complexity of major destination resorts. While it doesn't offer the extensive terrain of Niseko or the remote wilderness feel of Furano, Sapporo Teine provides solid value and reliability for skiers and snowboarders, wanting quality Japanese snow without the logistical challenges. The resort particularly suits riders who appreciate efficiency over size, those combining skiing with cultural experiences in Sapporo, or anyone wanting to sample Japanese riding without committing to expensive destination resort packages. The terrain variety accommodates most skill levels, though advanced skiers seeking extensive challenging terrain might find it limiting. If you're planning a Hokkaido trip, I'd definitely include Sapporo Teine, possibly as a convenient first or last resort in a broader itinerary. The combination of Olympic history, reliable snow, affordable pricing, and city proximity creates a unique proposition among Japanese ski destinations. Whether you're a first-time visitor to Japan or an experienced skier looking for something different, Sapporo Teine merits consideration. Thanks for watching. Ciao!